Yeah, whoops, there we go. Hello everyone and welcome. We are here, we are live, we are ready to go, and we are here with, I think it's called Rover 2. Is it not on this? I believe it's called Rover 2 Electric Boogaloo, I think is what I ended up calling it. But it is just a simple rover, and we're on our way to sending it to the moon, and that is to satisfy this contract to conduct seismic surveys of the moon near sector R-L6C. And then there's an alpha, beta, and a gamma site, which means we got it. They're close together, and you just got to get down there and drive around between them. Also, at the same time, we're going to keep an eye on several of these, well, 3 of these Minmus mapping contracts. These were put up. This was all from a single one that was a single mapping satellite put around Minmus towards the conclusion of the last episode. So far, you can see the visual scan is up to 9% of the required 75%. The altimetry scan, 3%, and the biome scan, multispectral scans, got scan at 6% of the required 75%. That will just happen kind of in the background. Don't really have to watch it. But there is a bit of a problem because, well, that whole rocket was a little bit undercooked yesterday and didn't quite get into the orbit. And the one I'm particularly worried about actually is the altimetry scanning. And we can see here what it's done so far. I don't know if it's... No, it's still the same. And you can see it's kind of coming up and then cutting off. If you compare it to, let's say, the biome scan... This is the biome scan, same satellite. You can see it doesn't cut off. And the reason why it's cutting off is because the apoapsis, which I believe happens to be up above the North Pole, is too high, and the scanner can't reach down that far. At least the altimetry scanner can't. So might have to send some Kerbals out there and deal with that. Now I'm being asked, what makes this hardcore? I usually start off with that. Hardcore, I'm playing on hard mode. I did the extra thing of turning the science rate down to 30% of what it normally is. And hard mode means you can't quick save, you can't revert. So when, yeah, that's what I'm calling hardcore mode. You may agree, you may disagree, but that's what I'm doing with that. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on those. I also have, if I come over here, I really want to start banging off contracts. I just kind of picked up a whole bunch of them. I got another size rover one on Minmus, so I'm going to take this same rover. I'm pretty sure once you design something to go to the moon, you can take it to Minmus. We'll take it to Minmus. I also have some asteroid not going to get to those today, but hopefully soon. We'll want to keep an eye on suitable asteroids to try and do those. Gather surface deployed mystery goo observations from Gilly. Yes, I do have this Gilly mission. I want to send some Kerbals down, so I'm going to start collecting. Here's another one, collect space around Gilly. I'm going to start collecting these Gilly ones as well. Hopefully within a few streams we'll be getting to that. But anyway, with all that kind of preamble out of the way, I also like to take an opportunity at this time to welcome aboard my most recent Patreon patrons and YouTube members. So welcome aboard, Little Uncooked Noodle. Thank you very much for supporting this channel directly. And of course, thank you to everybody who supports us directly, either through Patreon or through YouTube membership. And if you want to promote this video, one of the best things you can do is just simply engage with it. People like to subscribe, that's great, obviously, but really the likes and the comments and just obviously watching the videos are the thing that the algorithm likes to see more often. Okay, why don't we get this thing going? I'm seeing things in the contract or in the chat. I'm just sort of taking a quick look. Yeah, I think we're all set. So we're gonna go out to the moon. Haven't set up our transfer yet, so we will set the moon as target. Get this out of the way. Get the Minmus one out of the way. Maybe be sending some Kerbals. It really does look like that satellite's going to be in trouble, and I think that seems kind of likely. Our waypoint is way down here. This is the one, right? It sure is. So I can see I'm going to have to put myself into a fairly inclined orbit about the moon, but that'll come soon enough. Right now, it's just about setting up this here injection. probably going to end up being pretty equatorial to get started with. A little bit inclined, that's okay. Try and get the timing just about right. The lower I can get that periapsis without adding more prograde, the better. That's about it. And that's probably a little too low. Well, not bad. There we go. Let's do that. Let's do that. So we got that burn coming up in 19 minutes. So time warp to that. Why I have the gear on? Oh, you know. Just notice that the gear action group is on. To turn that off once we finish time warping. Oh, I do have a Class A asteroid encounter coming up, but that's 209 days. That's what that notification is up there. You can ignore that one for now. And this has very primitive probe bodies. I only have the ability to lock to prograde and lock to retrograde because I was too lazy to redesign the rover. This is just a really old rover, and I said, no, it can get the job done, so there we go. Well, thank you very much, T-Ski. Do you think KSP2 will ever be completed? I think the firm answer to that is no. I don't think. Well, I can give my firm answer. I don't think it will ever be completed. Right now, it is owned by not even by a developer. It is owned, or a publisher. It's owned by like an investment group. No, I don't think KSP, you have to just assume it's done. It's actually rather criminal that it's still there available on Steam at full price. Like it is for all intents and purposes an abandoned game. Wow, there is a little bit of a thrust imbalance. If I send another one of these, I might want to take a look at that. Not quite balanced. Just wants to pull one way. Doing all right. I love that sound. That sound is coming from the engine sound I believe that's just what it's called. RSE, Rocket Sound Enhancement, I think it's just what the mod's called. It's down there in the description. It's something like that. Good enough. Good enough indeed. Okay. Does the engine sound too loud? Always struggle with sound balancing. I can get into here and just simply turn down the master sound if people find all of it just a little too loud. Maybe I'll do that. See what that's like. I can get in turn, but each engine's a little different, of course. Okay, so this guy is on its way. I gotta set up my inclination change. That's what's I got to do. So I can see here. This is what now I do have some, most of these mods are really just quality of life mods, but some of them you can actually really take advantage of. So for instance, this is Waypoint Manager to manage waypoints, obviously. But if I get down here, this is the one. This is the one associated with this contract. And notice that here we have latitudes of around 61 degrees. So that means that my inclination needs to be at least 61 degrees if I want to reach that location. So that's kind of handy, and I can check that once I get to, oh shoot, I don't know why I deleted that. Once I get into the moon's SOI. Obviously I want a little bit more than that, but what we'll do, we're already kind of coming to the north here a bit, so we'll pull this a little more northwards. I'll fiddle with the little widgety thing. Like that, a little bit more retrogrades. Nope, prograde is the choice to make there. Pull that in a little bit. And this one I don't care about, but this one I want to keep track of. So I want that to be at an angle of about 60 degrees. Turn it. There. Now you can see it good. This angle here. I can also play with the timing a bit. I'd like to do that. Not sure. I think it's already pretty darn close to the right spot. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. A little more on the normal. I can see that. Up, 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 up. It's cheaper to deal with this now than it is to deal with it later. Ooh, that's actually probably a little bit too much. Prograde. Get around maybe 14 kilometers or so. I think that's good for now. Maybe a little more normal. More normal. A little more prograde. And again, just sort of to help people out a little bit, what I'm looking at is that angle. I want it to be at least 60 degrees. Oh, that's interesting. Oliver's mentioning the Minmus problem that I was having. I don't know what that's about. That has to do with just the engine plumes not showing up when Minmus is being rendered. It's very weird. Maybe it's a version thing. Maybe I just need to upgrade something. I don't know. Let's see. I want to put down these thrust limiters because this burn is so short. That's probably pretty good. Let's just actually put in some. 18's good. Let's make just this one 18. That makes the burn 7 seconds. I like that. Okay. Oh, now I made it 6 seconds, but that's okay too. All right, let's get out there. Get this one done, get the next one done. Keep watching that. And again, shooting for about a 60 degree might, well, we'll see. Let's just do this. Periapsis dips in, but then it should dip back out. Get that again, about 14 kilometers. That's good enough. All right. Okay, next step Moon. I don't know why I still have Waypoint Manager cluttering up everything. There's the moon right there. Time warp to here. Yeah, maybe a graphics driver. I'm not sure, Oliver. Yeah, Waypoint Manager, if I was playing a game and you're installing mods, Waypoint Manager would be, if you're doing the contracts, it's one of the first ones. It just allows you to just to be able to select the mods without having to always go to map view and be able to see them in the view here rather than just only seeing them on the Navball is huge, huge. Okay, let's see. So my inclination, that's what I'm interested in. Inclination is 66 degrees, 65.7 degrees to be a little more precise. I am more than happy with that. So I think what I'll do is just simply circularize. And then we'll start thinking about putting this guy on the surface. And I just put in a little bit of normal by mistake. So I was trying to reach for that. Actually, I was trying to just move this right onto the periapsis. There we go. There, and a little more retrograde. There we go. All right, and I think I still have my engine set really small. I don't, yeah, they're not linked together, so that's why I have to do both of them. The two sparks there. About there. 16 seconds is good. Let's change them both just to 70. And actually being a little lower thrust might help me with holding the vector too. All right. I almost hit F5, but that doesn't do anything. So let's get down there. There. Like free view. Be free. Be free. And by the way, that we were talking about the Minmus problem. It actually, I think, is only the Terrier. Well, maybe not. I'm around the moon, so we'll be going around Minmus a little later. So we'll might be seeing it in action. Don't know. Don't know yet. Moon there, racing below us. Okay, just about there. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1, and go. Well, still a little bit off. I like that. I believe I just lock it on retro. Just hold that. Okie doke. And we're just going to try and make sure that the solar panels have some decent exposure. The only solar panels are the ones on the rover itself. So take a quick glance at where the sun is. It's over there, so we'll roll that way. Okay, and let's look for our landing spot. So we can see we're missing it by a fair bit. We're going to have to wait around for the moon to rotate, but that's okay. I can use SCANsat to my advantage. Again, another mod. SCANsat might be the mod that's, in my mind, the furthest away from stock. Now, how's my Minmus map? See, same thing. See how it does the cutoff? So it's done a couple more orbits, a couple more sweeps, but it's doing the cutoff. I don't see how it's going to get to 75% on this altimetry. Biome scan should be fine. I'm going to have to send some Kerbals out there. We're going to have to put some fuel in it. But anyway, right now what we're interested in is the moon. So there we are. There's the moon. Boy, even that, still some dead spots in here. Let's change the map type to visual. Visual. There we go. And we can take away all those flags, take away the anomalies. We'll deal with those later. But there's our waypoint right here. So what's really cool is I can actually do my time warping. Map. There we go. From here and just watch this, right? So the blue orbit is my orbit being projected forward in time. You can see we're actually pretty bad. The orange orbit is the orbit I just completed. So we're going to have to do a fair amount of time warping. And hopefully I can, just hang on a second here, show where the day-night cycle is, I think. There it is. I just have it toggled off. So thankfully this is in the day side of the moon. And hopefully it'll still be in the day side of the moon when we get there. Okay, we're getting close. Let's refresh this. Oh. Ooh, it's going to be very close to, I guess it's sunset. Alright, we're getting there. We are getting there. Oh, it is going to be a nighttime. Oh, well. We're going to be landing at night. Now what I can do too, if you right click on the spot, you get a zoomed in map, which is super duper helpful. You can move things around a little bit, so... And we should see, oh, I can see the blue orbit here. Again, remember the blue orbit's the predicted, my next orbit. So I can just time warp until the blue is going as close as I can to here, and then I know I'm ready to go. So it takes quite a bit of guesswork out of it, but that's nice. See the next one? I might do just one more. No, one more is obviously the one that's going to do it. We'll be going on our next orbit. And this is, I believe, taking into account the moon's rotation and all that stuff, but I'm going to come really close on my next orbit, so it is time. Let's just plunk this up here. It is time to do it. It is time to do this thing. So, what percentages are these at? So this one's still at 9% for the visual. Oh, it updated. 34%. This one's 3% is going to update. 16%. It's never going to get there. This one's at update 23%. Yeah, okay. My wayspot. My wayspot's here. Let's open up Waypoint Manager, and we will select one of those. It doesn't really matter. I don't need to worry about that just yet. Let's plunk that there. No, there we go. That window was, if you see it highlighted, it's active, and then my mouse isn't active, or my keyboard. I was trying to time warp and wouldn't let me. So I'm going to go about a quarter of an orbit ahead. Go here, and we're going to bring retrograde. I don't think I need this. Which one of these is the closest? They're all pretty close. Let's go with this one. We'll select. If I bail, I bail. All right, retrograde. Remember, the impact point and slope are both available on Kerbal Engineer. Yep. Yep. Okay, that's good to know. Sometimes it's nice to leave things as a surprise, though, don't you think? Let's see. So will it tell you the slope at the impact point? Okay, there's the impact point. That is Kerbal Engineer. See that little impactor there? Ugh, I might have... I'm a little nervous about that. I think I might have just reduced that a little bit too much and skimmed a little bit too much above. I don't want to end up clipping a mountain or anything. So I'm just going to raise that a little more. That's better. Okay. Retrograde. Put that on surface. Put this on surface. And we will roll this. So the blue is up, which happened to come up already. The other thing that this guy runs on monopropellant, and so I'm going to put on the RCS right now. I don't think it should do anything at this point, but once I stage, I'm going to need the RCS on in order to do the final part of the landing. Though, looking at that, let's see how it goes. Let's go. Slope is directly below the vessel, but if you descend vertically, it's all good. Yeah. Oh, and this is going to be, you know what? That's a very good point. That's a very good point, because I'm going to be landing in the dark, aren't I? Let's get Kerbal Engineer going. I love Kerbal Engineer because it's so customizable. So if we look here and go to Surface, I'm adjusting this HUD right here, highlighted in green. There should be a slope option. There it is. And then I can take that and just move it up a little. Don't like just where it is. Because everything here is more rendezvous information right here. So slope. So I'm not, it's giving me nothing, but that's because, I don't know why. Maybe it does give you what, waiting until you have a trajectory going down. Also, Waypoint Manager is what's putting up all this stuff, which is great. A little bit too much information, to be honest. Let's maybe turn some of that off. There we go. Time to target is good. Heading to target is good. I don't need no slope stuff. Coordinates to target, distance is good. So we'll just take off some of that stuff. There we go. So we're about just under 200 kilometers to our target. And we're about to go into the night. Into the night. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about the fact this is going to be a night landing. Maybe what I'll do is also get ready. Bum, 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 bum. This guy. Minimum ambient light mod. Let's turn it to streaming mode. There we go. Day makes it super bright. So it's like night for day. Let's check. And the main thing I'm worried about, I'm fine on my monitor, but the main thing I worry about is just the video on YouTube. All right, 70 kilometers from our target. We are 5 kilometers above the terrain right now. Gonna keep the brakes on. It's nice when you're doing a landing on wheels that the wheels are just locked. All right, I can see. Stop, stop, stop. Well, I can't stop, obviously, but I can see right away. I gotta go, well, oh, I guess it's this way. Let's start burning. Should have kept the trajectory zoomed in. Remember, this thing can drive. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. RCS was going there. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's not good. I put the RCS on and those thrusters were going when I throttled up. Okay, let's just kill our velocity here. So hopefully... Oh my god, I have almost no monopropellant left. Oh dear, we are off to an auspicious start. Okay, there's our landing spot. Oh, that's great. So let's keep it locked on here. I used up almost all my monopropellant because I had this RCS toggled on and these guys were going. Oopsie doodles. So I think I got a lot of fuel in this lower stage. So what I might just do is land this thing and then stage and then hopefully just kind of, you know, see how close we can get to that waypoint. I have a lot of fuel. There's no need to come right onto the waypoint, but I'm just being silly. Okay, there we go. This should be okay. And the slope below me is not very slopey. I'm close enough. It's blinking. Okay, slow down. Slow down. I'm just going to land it on the engine bells, and then we'll just stage the rover, and hopefully everything will be all right. Okay, and then stage. Whoa. Did it just blow up under? What the heck? I clicked RCS, but I never throttled. Okay, I think I'm okay, but like it just blew up and disappeared. That's wild. Anyway, I'm close enough to this waypoint to just do it. So what am I supposed to do here? Seismic readings. Seismic readings. Where are you, seismic thingy? So log a seismic scanner. There's nothing to trans. I've been in this biome before, so nothing to do, but that's gone green, and now we can go to the next nearest one. It automatically selects the next nearest one. I can actually close this too. That was very strange. Okay, let's we can also change this orientation to, where is it here? Control point forward. That's what I want. Okay, and there's the other waypoint behind me. That was very weird. Okay, let's just put that on. Now, I do have limited amount of electricity. Worst comes to worst, I can just wait till sunrise. I'm avoiding these rocks, but there are no... They are collision, like here. I can go right through them, but just to, you know, maintain a little bit of some illusion. This is very slippy slidey. Now, I see a really big rock here. Is that something I can use the scanning arm on? That was very efficient cleanup of debris, yes. But it was weird. I heard the explosion. I didn't see an explosion. And then all of a sudden I could just see that it was gone. And I found that just very strange. See this big rock? Is that something I can scan? It's not part of the contract, but for science, I might end up blowing all my electricity because I wasn't really designing this to operate during the nighttime. I'm not close enough. What are you thinking about? No target within range. Okay. Still no target. This might not be something that's scan. Oh, whoa. No target within range. Oh, this is not even... Okay, it's not even a physical thing. Okay, never mind. Never mind. No, it's just some sort of terrain thing. Moving onwards. You know what I can do is just pin... Where's that seismic thingy? Just pin you. And once it starts blinking, I can just do a scan and then we're on to the next one. Oh, are we dropping down into this crater? No. Noticed I was pretty close to a crater. Electric charge is holding up okay, I think. There we go. Log seismic scan. Again, nothing to transmit, which is just as well. I don't know if I have the electricity to transmit anyway. And then we got another one about 1 kilometer away. And then this contract is done. Whew. Scanning arm needs a lot of electricity, does it? I don't even know. I'm not going too fast. Watch my speed here. Is it X Science has this one? Just looking for... Oh, wait, I'm coming into a rocky terrain here. Let's try and pretend I'm not in No. What am I doing? Okay. Let's... Okay, what I'm gonna do... Take this off. See, this is what happens when I try to do too much. Go to the reaction wheels. Oh, they were on SAS only. That's my problem. Shoot. Or they were on... Of course they were. Oh dear. Oh dear. Or don't give me this that you're stuck. Don't you dare tell me that you're stuck. Not a lot of reaction wheels on this guy. Oh, I don't need this to end here. No, 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 no. Usually I put the reaction wheels on SAS only. And that's probably exactly why that just happened. Okay, that's... Is it roll? Oh, that way. Okay, okay. Let's see. Get on the wheels. Okay, okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, now I'm going to put this on SAS only, and that should avoid that kind of thing. Whew! Okay. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear. I do have RCS thrusters. Oh yeah, I could have probably played. I do have 2 RCS thrusters down here. They're set just to thrust vertically up, but I could have adjusted them to help with the turning, but it turned out I didn't need them. Oh my gosh. I'm just making this an adventure. Yeah, I know. Who is it? Barcode? Barcode 2099. Oh, we're here. Is that's the last one, so that's that contract. Good stuff. Is saying, like, it is really, really hard to find stuff to use the scanner arm on when you have the terrain scatter from Parallax all on. And what he uses is, well, I'll show you what he's talking. If you go into here, go to the Breaking Ground DLC, look at surface features, and turn on Surface Feature Finder. I'm of the same opinion. That's the only way I can find anything. Oh, there's something right here. Now, actually, this is what I was looking at before I ended up rolling the vehicles. I was looking at X-Science, and I was looking at... Can I not? Show all unlocked experiments. Show experiments available on this vessel. That's right. Show experiments available right now. Do I have... We have temperature scans. The thing is, it shows... Okay, just moon. That helps them lower down the options here. Seismic scan. Does it have the scanner arm, whatever the heck it's called? It doesn't look like that's compatible. Okay, I don't know if I have science to collect or not. This, whatever object is here, looks like it's on a treacherous slope. There it is, that little guy. So let's go to something a little closer. How about over here? Head over there. See if we can do some scanning. See if we can do some scanning. So that contract looked like it was in jeopardy for a little bit because of my distracted driving, but it came out okay. And now it's because I had the SC. Now no, I can turn and the vessel doesn't want to flip over, and that's because I have it on SAS only. But I didn't do that. I should have done that as soon as I landed. I just forgot to. Now it's very likely I don't have the electricity. But we can always park and just wait for the sun to come back up if I can't do this. Okay, there is an object down there. This looks like a bit of a downhill. Can people see this okay, by the way? Like switching the lighting up to day? My monitor handles blacks really, really well, but I know once YouTube goes through its rendering, it can look often pretty dark. Do I have a relay network around the moon? Yes, I do. It's just I'm being you know, I don't understand these mods that add stuff to the surface if you can just drive through them. You can, by the way, turn on collision, but clearly this rover, like trying to go through these jumbled rocks would be, you'd have to build yourself a much more robust rover than this. So the point, it's just an aesthetic thing. It's just because it looks nice. That's all. But you can turn on the collision so all these rocks are physical. I'm just not going to do that. Okay, let's see what we got. So this looks like one of those moon craters, right? Scan moon crater. See the electricity being sucked up. Am I too close? What does it do? I think I was too close. I was too close. Let's move forward just a little bit. Gotta get like the right distance here. Okay. Scan moon crater again. There it goes. Now it's doing it. Alright, is there any science to be had from this moon crater? Okay, it did it, didn't it? Did it not? What happened? I didn't usually get a science thing popping up. Was there a oh my god. Was there a message that says there was a problem? I gotta look at the message. So status extending. Maybe there's just no science to get. Scanning. I would have thought it would give you a message to say at least that there's no science. There's nothing here. Okay, we're just gonna park this. Let's get up on the top of the hill, put it in park, turn it to the east. And that was a kind of a waste of time. Yeah, there is a moon crater and a large moon crater. You know what? Maybe I should go into the what you call it. My electricity's getting really low anyway. I don't think I can spend much more time flapping about. Okay, let's park it here. I'm pointing towards the east, so the sun should kind of warm up these solar panels a little bit. We can turn our lights off. That'll help. And the brake lights, let's turn them off. Okay, and we're just going to leave it here. And let's get back to the Space Center. I'll take a quick look in the research and development, see if it tells me anything about what needs to still be scanned. Yep. Yeah, that's what Ed's Hobby Cafe is saying. Going to here, get you out of the way. Go to Kerbal, go to the moon. Where is it? EVA experiment, surface seismic stuff. Moon crater scan. Now, see, there's moon crater scan stuff. There's value here to get, I think. Doesn't that mean there's still stuff to get? And large moon, still stuff to get? Moonstone analysis, I think you need a Kerbal to do that. I don't know. I don't understand why I wasn't getting anything here. I did a moon scan and I don't know. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to the daytime, and we're going to repeat this for. Ooh, got a thunderstorm. I like that. Again, I want to bang off contracts. This one, same idea. Going to Minmus this time. It's even again seismic scans. Oh, I might need the large. Oh, Chborn's right. You need the large scanning arm. This is just, there's two scanning arms. I have the light scanning arm. And then there's a medium scan. I need a better scanning arm. Then maybe what I should do. Okay, well. Okay. I got an idea. So you're right. I think the light scanning arm only takes the science bar so far, and then you need a medium, and maybe there's a third one. I don't know. I've not done enough of this. I'm just looking to see if Minmus, if I'm gonna run into the same issues, or should I put a larger scanning arm on Minmus? I haven't done any scanning of stuff on Minmus with a rover arm. Okay, we're going back in. Let's see if I can make a better rover. No, I think that's 100% right. So this is said Rover. Oh, I got Eve Rover. Oh, ooh, what the heck is this? Very weird. Why is there this? I don't know. Like, oh, Eve! For goodness sakes, I'm not going to Eve. That's what that, yeah, no, there's just a Rover. I don't know what it is, but I get Eve and Minmus mixed up, and I have no idea why. Okay, here's the Rover we just saw. Very little. So there's the scanning arm, and it's the light scanning arm. And if I go to science, I do have now the medium scanning arm. It is 140 kilograms, so the light one's only 6. So it certainly is heavier. And let's just delete the fairings for now. Should have maybe put on the scanning arm to begin with for the road moon, but I mean, she's big. She's much bigger. I'm worried this, you know, let's see, what time? Maybe I should just build myself a frickin' decent Rover. Why don't I just do that? Rather than using this old crappy one, let's just go new. Let's go, don't save this. New Rover, period. That's what we're gonna do. Brand new Rover. So I do have, I think now, the Rove Mate, yada yada. Oh, let's go over, I like to build Rovers. I like to build Rovers in here, because I got the vertical thing. Let's take the flag off. Okay, and how am I doing for wheelsies? Let's build ourselves a better Rover. So I do have better wheels. We're gonna put on my medium seismic scanning arm. Like so. Maybe put this one down with like a sky crane or something like that. Yeah, we'll just build this thing just very much more robust. So maybe instead of those itsy bitsy little wheels that I had before, I used these wheels before. What about if I used like these guys? Or maybe no, I can get away with the little ones. Let's get away with little ones. There's no reason to add a ton more mass than what I need. There, and here, let's just get rid of the contracts for a little bit, just to clean up this space. Move that a little bit. Move that one a little bit like that. Really rough right now. Obviously, no plan at all. Let's put on our sciencey stuff. Might drop this one rather than putting the RCS aboard. Drop it with a sky crane. I think that's a nice idea. What do we got? We gotta have the seismic sensor. That's of no, and might as well put on everything else we got too. So the thermometer, barometer. Won't bother with the mystery goo and stuff. Won't have, yeah. And I don't think there's really anything else worth putting on here. So I think it's just going to be that. We'll put some headlights on it. It's definitely going to need some solar panels and all of that. Put on some brake lights. I don't know why I like the brake lights, but I really like putting on brake lights. Okay, and solar and electricity. So right now, it's got 120 units of electric charge. And, well, thank you very much, Matt Jones, who's enjoying the content. I'm very much glad that you are. Oh, it uses 19.7 electric charge per second, does it? The medium guy? Look at that. Yeah, now that's just when it's going. Not while it's transmitting, but we'll definitely put on quite a lot more electricity. Does this have built-in reaction wheels? I don't think it does. Nope. So we're going to put on some reaction wheels. Just on the bottom. Like so. And let's see what we got for batteries. Let's put on, I'm going to make a little tower here. Like so. And these guys weigh the same as all these experiments, don't they? I think they do. Yeah, so what we'll do, just to balance off the experiments on the other side. Not that it's still going to be balanced at the back, too. Well, what am I doing? I'm going to put 3 batteries. Okay, so that's got me up to 920. That's got to be enough. Don't you think that's got to be enough? I think it's got to be enough. Okay, and then we'll put on some solar panels. Might just do things a little different. Clearly didn't get that one very good in the middle. That looks better. And oh heck, let's just cover the whole. Let's just keep doing this. I think this is gonna look okay, and then we'll do that. Maybe just out a little bit more. Match that guy there. There we go. That's what we're going to do for electricity. Jeepers creepers, this is looking like a Rover to me. I don't know about you guys, but it looks pretty good to me. Put on our blinky little lights. Push them down a little bit. Get into action. Oh, I don't have action groups here. I have to. Okay. I'll have to do that later. And an antenna. Put it here for now. I'm gonna take this. What if I move it? I think this might work. Put that there. That here, but tilt it a little forward. Guys, a little more out. A little more out. These a little more out. Do the same thing with this one. There we go. Happy days. Large scanning arm needs 500 EC to scan. I assume the medium needs less and the small needs 100. Oh, okay. Well, what we'll do is we'll do a little test and see if it oh no, I guess I gotta go drive to something to test that. I don't want to do that. Let's put this on. Where's the control point? Yeah, oh, its default is forward. Good. Okay, let's just oh, I can't. Oh, yes, I can do simulation. Sorry. Let's simulate this on the runway. Remember, I don't have the ability to revert back and forth because I don't. That's what comes with hard mode. So instead, I got the KRASH simulator. I just want to see how it drives. But I don't know. I'm thinking this is probably going to be okay. Brum. Here we go. So people are saying this uses if I... Alright, so, I'm going to build a little sky crane for this guy. So what we're going to do is we want to put this guy on Minmus. And... I don't know how much delta V. Let's just see where we end up. So I put a little thing there. I'm going to put a little... the small decoupler. Yep, that way. We're going to put on an Oscar B fuel can. Like so. I can manage to. There we go. And then we're going to put on some structural bits. And I'm really looking at these cubic struts. And we're going to push R to go into radial symmetry. We're going to put on 4 of them. Put the snap on. Oops. I meant to click on the strut and click on the solar panel instead. Maybe one more out. And then we'll see what motors can I get away with. Can I get away with spiders on the end? That is the operative question here. So spiders gives me a TWR of 0.83. Remember we're on Minmus, so that's really not going to be bad. And 642 meters per second of DV. I like it. So like this is the whole thing. If I can just enclose this into a ginormous fairing, then everything's going to be good. Now one of the issues I'm definitely going to have probably is torque, because this thing at the back here is really heavy. So what I think I'll do to fix that is simply move this whole contraption forward. So according to Kerbal Engineer, I have 0.85 kilonewton meters of torque. Because there's so much weight. Oh no, I need to move it backwards. But if I move this backwards, that should bring that down. Like just this whole tower. Yep, it is. I saw 0.3, which I'm sure is going to be more than adequate. Okay. And so, yeah, so that gives me some dead spots. Let's move this. This antenna forward bit. There. And I'll just have a blank space there. There. I mean, that's pretty simple, right? Science is covered up. Oh, it is! Huh. I must have had like, oh, that's okay. We'll remove symmetry here, remove that. Yeah, I didn't mean to put those batteries on two-way symmetry. Thank you. Symmetry there, but we should still have the batteries on the other side. We do. That's what I was shooting for. Still got 620 units of electric charge. Well, maybe I can sling a couple of these guys. Oh, they're pretty big. What I could do, that, there's another one of those here. There. That's 820. It should be fine. It should be fine. Let's save. Let's switch over to the VAB and we'll build the rest of this. So we're gonna, actually let's doll this up a little. Make this gold. Oh, there's no other textures on this guy. No, okay. No alternate textures there. Oh, that's it. Okay, there's not a lot to do. What about the spiders? I kind of like this raw look for the spiders. Okay, this is a Minmus Rover. Oh, center of mass, center of thrust for bubbles. Yeah, I can, Oliver, but the engineers, I like numbers. So that's why I like to check the torque that way. Yes, you can turn on this and this, and if they are lined up, you know, if that thrust vector is going right through the mass vector, then you're fine that way too. That would work too. But I like numbers. I'm a numbers guy. Okay. Let's get into action groups. On the brakes action group, we're going to put on our brake lights. Toggle those lights on. And that means we want them out of the light action group. And actually, they're brake lights, so they must be red. That is the rule. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, I gotta think. I gotta put myself a little bit of a budget. So far, I got 654 meters per second of DV. I'm looking. I did actually write down some numbers, so I want to put together a whole budget from LKO and figure out how big to make. So I'm figuring if I make the whole transfer vehicle 2310, about 2300, then this thing can handle getting out to Minmus, landing, and also the upper part of my orbital insertion. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put another TD-60 coupler. This might need to get moved a little bit, but I can deal with that in a little bit. And how big fairings do I got? They're going to take a big one. I got 2.5 meter fairings. See, that's okay. Let's see. Use these guys, build it down a little bit. Should be able to enclose this. I sometimes can be guilty of making some pretty ridiculously large fairings, but I'm going to try and make this look a little bit proportional. That's going to work. Okay. Oops. Why do I have trouble? There we go. Why do the controls different in the VAB from the space plane hangar? That makes it. Oh, this should also now have its default, not on forward, but on up, because it's going to have to fly up first. Okay. Okie dokie, okie dokie. Let's see. I got 2.5 meter parts. This is not going to need a 2.5. Like, this is already going to be a silly amount. A very silly amount of. Yes. I only need about 2310. So what we're going to do. No, I'm going to get. This might be goofy looking, but it's going to be mine. If I do this. Can I get away with? That's still a lot of thrust, and that's over 3,000 already. Wow. I said 2110, did I not? 2310. But that's a lot of thrust. Can I get away with the smaller motor? Smaller motor, like a little sparky spark. Important to say it right. It's a sparky spark. Sparky spark. It might be a little low, so maybe there isn't a good intermediate between the spark and the Terrier, so I guess I'm using the Terrier. Let's put a little fuel can like you in here. 23, yeah, I'm gonna. Let's just leave it. Just leave it like that. Now, how am I going to make this look into something that's... Oh my gosh. How am I going to make this look like something that's not ridiculous? Does the core have control points? Yes, I've already changed it to up on the core for the control point. If that's what you're worried about. So it should be okay. Oh, I want to look again at toggling the torque. Again, there's a torque on this lower stage because, again, this has a lot to do with this. But I should be able to fix that just by sliding this all sideways inside. We'll see how this goes. Now, people were pointing out as well, you can look at center of mass. Missed the mass one. There. Right? And you can see the center of mass is not lined up with the center of thrust. I'm thinking it might work best, rather than moving the payload, to actually move this. So I'm going to click on this can. I'm just going to try and make it look good. And I'm going to pull this thrust vector over. And that is reducing my torque. There we go. That's got everything lined up. State goes away. And then maybe if I just kind of go up a little, it doesn't look quite so terrible. Stuff like that. You meant for the pro grade retrograde? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Does the pro body give you lock to pro grade, lock to retrograde, all that kind of jazz? What does it do? That's a very good question. It gives me... Come on. Where is it? SAS... Oh, it's just stability assist, and that is it. Ooh, okay, so what... That might change my tune a little bit. So what I might just do then... Might sneak another probe body in here. That might just change my tune. So I'll sneak in this. So this doesn't have this guy here is only SAS, no locked prograde, locked retrograde, any of that kind of stuff. So what we're gonna do is hide in. I'm going to hide in an Octo 2, and just for giggles, another small set of reaction wheels, because that certainly isn't going to hurt anything. And now I got all the little locks twos like that, and we'll also just put some additional solar panels on here. There we go. Now, what is this all coming out to be? This is coming out to be 24, plenty of thrust. I'm fine with this. Okay. All right. Now somehow I have to make this not look absolutely redonkulous when I build it. When I put a booster on. So we're gonna build this fairing. And honestly, what I'm thinking about... Fairing goes on its own stage. This is an ugly beast. Here's what I'm thinking about. Just make it... It's going to be adding weight, but I just don't want it to be so frickin' ugly. Is just to put a decoupler here. This is, again, completely off-center. I hate the off-centeredness of it. Maybe I should have just adjusted the payload inside. Let's try that. Sorry, I'm coming back to just adjusting this payload because the off-centerness down here was starting to drive me a little bit batty. So I gotta fix again the torque issue here. So I'm going to move the payload rather than, and hopefully I can still get the fairing around everything. So, oh, shoot. Control Z. Don't be like this. Make this the root part for temporarily. I want to hit that and then just slide the whole thing over. So what I'm looking at is, like, all these are messed up now. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? What motor is this one? That's the motor on the bottom. Throw that away for now. Don't be like this game. Okay. That's right. Why is it 2 stages now? I don't understand. Like, why is this not... Why has this come down to 1 stage? That's what I'm confused on. Because I changed the root part somewhere. Okay, we'll change the root part back in a moment. I am really starting to get on my own nerves here. There. I just want to slide this down, reduce this torque. Why? If this is the root part, there we go. Grab that. Slide, slide, slide. Wrong way. This way, this way, this way. So 0.06. There. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, put the root part back to being this. And now everything's normal. Okay. And all my torques should be small. There. Yeah. Okay. That is way smart. Now I'm probably gonna have to build this fairing a little bit bigger now because it's coming around. Has to come around these wheels at the front. I think that was a better choice than having everything off kilter on there. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This is, I'm getting back to, is a TD-12 decoupler. I hate, I want to just kind of enclose all this, mostly just because I hate it. So I'm thinking of getting another, maybe just a 1.875, just coming up like this. See what I mean? Just to kind of make this not so bloody ugly. And just close like that there. And these fairings are all going to go on the same stage. You go away, you go away. You go on there. Okay. And now, oh, YouTube is going to have comments on the shape of that fairing, that's for sure. But anyway, that's for another day. Let's see. Where are my 0.875 meter fuel cans? There they are. That's that. That's the jumbo. Where's the one I'm... Is that really my biggest 8 point... No. That's... Oh, it is. No, this one is. There's one I'm looking for. Why is that so hard? Why? Why? Okay, how's that give me? So I need a total DV. Total DV of 4,900, 4,910. I'm at 48 with a bazillion tons of thrust on the bottom, so if I probably just do this, like that. 51.21, that's fine. Still got tons of thrust. I think this is something. There's what I'm looking at. Oh, yeah, it's all good. It looks like... Okay, so let's deal with these fairings. So I want to... Yeah, let's... You know, let's just go to that one. Black. These are clamshell deploy. 3 pieces should be good, and just up the force. Same with you. Clamshell deploy, 3 pieces, so they're going to look nice and symmetric. Lots of force. And I'm honestly at the point of just saying, let's just go. Let's just go. Missing, I don't... Minmus, see quoi? I'm not... Yes. I am going to Minmus. Okay, there. And launch clamps. Like so. Okay, we will move now the fairings completely out of here. Take them out of the staging. And put them into an action group. I'm going to put them in the gear action group. way I can deploy them when I choose rather than where they are in the staging diagram. And I'm thinking, I'm just going to adjust the thrust on this bottom motor, and then I'm thinking just launching. Brake action group for the lights. I put the brake lights on the brake action group for the lights. What I could do also though with the lights is put the antenna here on the light action group. There. So when I turn the lights on, the antennas will deploy. I'm thinking of calling it. Staging all looks reasonable. Let's do it. Let's do it. So launch. Launch. Yeah, Oh, what is Minmus is being asked by Patrick. Okay, yeah, Minmus is a moon of Kerbal. Oh, it came out black. I hate that. It's a moon orbiting around the body that we are on. Kerbal is the analog of Earth in this game. We'll be seeing Minmus in just a little sec, because actually I'm going to select Minmus. Here, I'll show you here. There's Minmus. That's where we're going. I'm going to set that as our target. So what I want to do is launch. Oh, good. We're 3 minutes away from the relative ascending node. That means that our orbit will come right underneath Minmus's orbit, and we'll be launching ourselves. It looks very clearly that we'll be launching ourselves to the north in just 3 minutes. Nice. Okay. So, yeah, let's just time warp to that, and let's get this done. Let's get rid of our contract window. I'm very glad you like the reintroduction to RP1. I'm sorry, I'm not going to try and go through that name, but I'm very glad you're enjoying it. For those that missed it, yes, I'm back into RP1. Different format, far less editing, so it takes me far less time to make a video. Dropped one last Saturday. The plan's to drop another one next Saturday. And I hear thunderstorms off here. That's always cool. Okay, so we're going to launch towards the north. So north is 90 minus an angle. Minmus's inclination is 6 degrees. I'm going to keep an eye on that thunderstorm. And so we're going to go 6 degrees to the north plus 1 degree more. So that's actually going to be a heading of 83 degrees. I hope I did that right. Okay, let's go. Assuming all goes well. Assuming all goes well. Because the last couple of launches, I don't know, I've been just kind of maybe hot dogging it just a little bit too much. So lock that on prograde. Been a little bit too aggressive with my pitching over. Watch that thunderstorm. You might see the odd lightning bolt. Want that heading to be 83 degrees. That looks pretty darn good. Very good, in fact. Excellent. Okay. What we're really watching is our inclination here. We want to build that up. I saw a little bit of lightning, but we're now above the scary clouds. That's not an issue. I am going to have to stage these fairings before staging this booster. I just recognize that because of my design. Okay, inclination's now 4.9 degrees, 5 degrees. Got to keep an eye on that. 5.4, 5.5, 5.6. Probably just going to lock this onto the orbit in just a moment. And 6 degrees. Lock that on orbit. And reduce throttle a little bit. Let's keep that Appalachia close by. That should keep this at inclination pretty close to 6 degrees. I can reduce throttle quite a lot. Come on. 5.9 degrees is pretty good. A little more throttle. That Apple axis ahead. Might be a little low. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, let's see. Apple axis is a minute ahead. Oh, whoa. Gear, stage, throttle. So notice that booster went kaput C's on me. It might be a little low. I'm hoping I'm okay. Might just push up that, yeah, back to 6 degrees on the inclination. That's nice. Might just leave it, let that Apple axis build. Ed's Hobby Cafe is saying he'd love to see actual weather interaction, which would honestly be very, very cool. No doubt about that. You know, we have to worry about winds and lightning strikes and all that kind of stuff, but oh man, there's like not really, isn't there enough to think about in this game? It's kind of the way I'm approaching. I would think of it. Okay, cut throttle, still at 60 kilometers in the atmosphere. I let my Apple axis go a little bit past 80 degrees because I know it's going to drop, especially with this very non-aerodynamic payload at the front. What are these messages? Are they from my contract parameter? Oh, that's just from all those surveys I did on the moon. That is history. That is past stuff. Okay, we are in space. We can put on our lights. That should deploy an antenna. The actual lights are only our headlights. Oh, put the brakes on. Puts on our brake lights, but also keeps the wheels from turning, which get annoying. Okay, let's go. Off to Minmus. So I've just got to do a little bit of circularizing. Periapsis is almost out of the surface, so this won't take much. Okay, good. Lock that on the normal vector. Let's set our heights for Minmus here. Get in the way, Moon. We don't need you. We don't need you messing up our burn. Okay. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Focus our view over here. Again, we do have a target that's on the surface, so we're going to have to go for a bit of an inclined orbit. Again, we can use Waypoint Manager to help us out. We can see that these are all at a latitude of about 41, 42 degrees. So I'd like to get into about a 45 degree inclined orbit about Minmus. Will probably service us very well. Thing at a time though. Just moving the periapsis as far this way as I can, and then using retrograde to bring it back, just to minimize the amount of this burn. Oh, you know what? Looks like we're not going to have to worry too much about inclination. We're going to be coming into an inclined orbit as it is, so that works out well. I don't think I'll need to do any kind of correction at all. Yeah, I'm just going to go with that. Go with that right there. Okay, we have 22 minutes to the burn. It is a 38-second burn. Oh, wow. That is we must have a ton of TWR here. We do. Let's actually bring the thrust limiter down just a little bit. So it's really looking like this is going to be a Rover stream. A stream of Rovers. All right, 8 and 5 and 4 and 3 and a 2 and a 1 and go. Oh, and I do have my Terrier engine, so we'll see how it behaves in and around Minmus. Oh, I'm not gonna have much fuel left though when I get to Minmus. Not this stage, anyway. Wait, watch this from Minmus. A little bit of a moon encounter there, but there it goes. It disappeared again. Gotta be really careful because this will come up on you quick. Like that? Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's flip it around retrograde. Take this off. Let's take this thrust limiter and put it right down to like almost nothing. Bring that back a little bit. Lovely. Lovely. Okay. Don't even need a mid-course correction. We're just going to go straight to Minmus with this. Got only 29 meters per second left in this motor though, so it'll end up, I guess it'll end up in this orbit here, kind of going around. Oh well. A little bit of debris floating around never hurt anybody. Let's get out there. So bye Kerbal, bye Moon. Put you on there. We should be seeing Minmus coming at us out of the sun. There it is there. I'm being asked by Chad Reed, have you ever gone further than Eve? In this series, no. Definitely in other series, I certainly have, but not in this series. I'm sort of taking in this series the contracts as they come. So I'm using contracts to motivate me, and I've yet to get a contract to go anywhere but Eve. I've gotten, again, those annoying contracts And I'll be the first to say it. I think the contracts are the weak link. There are contract packs that make the contracts better. I made a decision for whatever reason that I wasn't going to use them. But the contracts are the weak link in this game, and you get them in goofy orders. And right now, it's really convinced. I love Eve. Don't you want to go land on Eve now, even though it's one of the hardest things? Like, land on Eve and return is one of the hardest things to do in this game. Yet that's the contract it's giving me. So I'm hoping pretty soon it'll start giving me contracts to go to Duna or to go to other places. Right now, though, I want to start banging off the contracts I do have because I got too many. Too many. Okay, so I got this 158 meter per second burn to get the capture, and I can see I'm going to lose this stage very early into it, but that's okay. I'm in an inclined orbit of 75 degrees, which is more than enough. Just going to do some solar paneling, orientating. That feels good. Okay, let's get down there. And again, I've not looked whether those waypoints are on the night side of Minmus or not. Hopefully not. Guess I can just look here, can I? There they are there. Oh, so we're going to again have to wait for Minmus to do some rotating. But I think this time Minmus rotates this way, right? So I think we'll be okay. I think it'll happen during the day. All right, 23 seconds. Debris is future seismic data, yeah. Except it's going to be uncontrollable. It'll be a dumb stage. Actually, it's got a probe body and reaction wheels. It actually might, you know... And technically, that's a probe now, right? Okay, 4, and 3, and 2, and go. Oh. No, now we're on to what is the sky crane. There's a lot of fuel packed into that little Oscar D. Alright, that's pretty good. One thing is the solar panels, for whatever reason, I decided to put them all just flat on the top. I know for what reason, because I'm lazy. And so I gotta point them right at the sun. There's the sun there. That works. Okay. So, once again... We can use, how are our Minmus contracts here doing? 35% on the, we're going to have to send some Kerbals out here. Oh, 65% on the visual scan. The altimetry scan, which is the one I'm worried about, 34%. It's never going to get to 75%. And then the biome scan is now at 48%. If we take a look at our Minmus map, that's being constructed. There it is there. It is... partially completed, but again, it's that altimetry scan. Yeah, the kind of north half of Minmus is just getting missed because the satellite is not in the orbit that it's supposed to be in. That's on me. What can I say? I made a boo-boo. So I think we're definitely going to have to send some Kerbals out there trying to figure out a way to get some fuel in it. But for now, what we're going to be doing is doing a little time warping. And, oh, this isn't going to take long. Look how much, there we go. We're already close here. So, wow. That went very quickly. Let's get rid of that map. We'll keep this little map. So, I'm going to go till I'm about... That's amazing, because this is predicting where it's going to be. It's taking into account Minmus's rotation. You can see how much... Minmus is going to rotate as we come around, but we're going to come here. We're going to have faith that it knows what it's doing. Come about a quarter of an orbit. Quarter of an orbit ahead. I'm actually hiding behind here. There I am. Okay, retro. Oh, I don't have lock to retrograde anymore. I've lost that capability when I lost the other stage. Put it on retrograde and just sort of do this. And there's our predicted touchdown spot by Kerbal Engineer. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the orbit this way, and by my right hand, that's telling me I need to point anti-normal. So let's find the anti-normal vector, which is this guy. And we're going to pull the orbit this way a little bit, and I'm going to watch it on this little map. I should be able to just see these blue dots, and when they're right over this, bam-o. Beautiful. I can now lose that. I can use Waypoint Manager. I can select which waypoint I want to land at first. Let's go for the closest one, which is you. And from here, go to the retrograde. We are 100 kilometers away. Roll this with the blue up. Put this on surface, put this on surface, and everything should be good. This reminds you of Elon's Tesla. Okay, we're coming into the sun. Now, I actually should pay some attention to science. There's no science to collect here, but that can easily change very quickly. Coming over the pole, so the camera always does its wackiness when you do that. About 40 kilometers away. And remember, Minmus is all pretty small. So that's kind of nice, actually. We did 2 rovers, but they're very different from each other. And this rover is taking advantage of kind of a sky crane idea, while the previous rover had RCS built into it and thruster blocks coming out the bottom, which of course you can do both ways, work just fine. That's kind of nice to see 2 different ways. Just gonna kill some of this velocity here. That's feeling pretty good. See our waypoint coming up. Actually, not that one. Shouldn't have gotten rid of this one. You can really zoom in. See how your orbit's doing, right? See? So I got a feeling I gotta come pull it this way. Yep. Though I don't know which of these waypoints is the active one, so I gotta be a little careful. Still 475 meters per second left in this stage, so lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. Should be starting to see a little red target that comes from Kerbal Engineer. Gonna look at it. Nope, still not there yet. That's why. Usually you can sort of see a little red circle. Now I don't see what happened to it. According to this, it should be right about on it. So it should be falling right close to where those waypoints are. I still don't see it. It's there. Supposedly it's there. Oh, there it comes. Now I see it. See it? Red target. Leave it just short. And we got a slope of about 10 degrees down there. Oh, I still got all my little arrows on. Now I'm getting entirely too silly about putting it right on there. Let's not do that. Little arrows are indicating places where there are surface features. I forgot to turn that off when we were on the moon, so it's still there. Let's put it down. Nice gentle touch. Oh, I still got it on. Shoot. Oh, we're down. Okay, there we are. We are sitting on Minmus's surface. We can temporarily here just take SAS off. Let's do this all right this time. Get on here. Now I can turn this to forward, which is somewhere there. Control point, change it to forward like that. But also, and this is what I forgot to do when I was on the moon and gave me my tumble, I should be able to... I definitely want to control from here. Oh, there's no reaction. The reaction wheels are underneath. Take the reaction wheels and instead of having them on normal, turn them to SAS only. And then the A and D keys don't cause you to rock back and forth is really what that's about. Okay, we can do ourselves a seismic scan and notice, ooh, look at that. I've never been in this, I'm in lowlands. I've never done this here before. Wow, that's amazing. So we'll transmit that away. So that is one of those waypoints done. Let's go drive to the next one. So we'll keep that there, that there. Oh, it's still transmitting. There we go. Now that's done. Okay. Does that mean I got other... Oh, I don't have the other science because it's not showing up. No, I've done all the... Just not the seismic scan. So all the rest of my science is of no value just yet. Okay. Let's drive. So we'll take the brakes off. Turn... Oh, wait. Silly. We still got a great big sky crane on our heads. Let's get rid of that. So... I just realized something that I didn't really think about. I should have put a probe body into this. That's where I should have put the probe body so I could fly this away. As it is right now, I'm going to give it a teeny amount of thrust. Let's just thinking about how to get rid of this thing. Because once I detach, it's just going to be gone. So what I'm going to do is give it just a little bit of thrust, but I want to turn down... Oh, I hit the battery. I want the engine. I want to turn down the thrust limiter. So maybe down to like 25 on all of these. So I have very little thrust, and I'm going to give it just enough thrust. The idea being... I'm making this so complicated. That the rover's just ready to lift off the ground, and then I'm just going to stage. And we'll see if this kind of works. So I just want to give a little bit. Just a little. I don't want to actually fly anywhere. See it kind of wanting to take off. Okay, stage. Oh, and now I'm hoping it just flies away. Look at that! Oh, I'm so happy. Bye-bye. That's awesome. Okay, you don't know how pleased that made me. I didn't think that was going to work so well. Okay. Now let's get back to this. Driving. Next waypoint. Where are you? Where are you, waypoint? There you are. I wonder how far is it going to go is a good question, right? I have no idea. No idea how far that's going to go. It's debris now. I have to put this on debris to see it. There it goes. Look at it go. Look at it go. Oh my gosh. It's got a ton of fuel in it, don't forget. That's funny. Now I'm kind of obsessed with watching this debris. Where's it going? There it keeps going. It's still going. It's still going. Still suborbital. It's still going to come back and crash, but it might end up leaving the moon's or the SOI. Okay, we got to do a seismic scan. Nothing to transmit. Let's go to the next one. As we try to avoid these rocks that aren't rocks. It's gonna leave Minmus's SOI, isn't it? I just know it is. Okay, just wait. Let's just put the brakes on and watch this. I don't know why this makes me so happy. Oh, it might. Oh, its velocity is going down. It's out of fuel. So it's going to do, I don't think it's leaving the SOI. It's going to do great big loop and then come back and crash into Minmus. That's great. That's great. I put on the brakes and you did not stop. Why is that? Okay. I got to do another seismic scan for whatever dumb reason I saved the old one. Yeah. Don't keep it. Just do it. Okay, that's the contract complete now. Now let's see if we can do ourselves some Mun or Minmus. What are the Minmus features? Like greenstone or something? No. Let's go to a Minmus feature and see if we can do a little scanning. Do I still need an impactor? No, not for this seismic scanner. That's for the surface deployed one. This one is still acting in the stock way. I know if you have like Kerbalism installed, which I do not, it changes the nature of the seismic accelerometer so that you have to do a impactor to collect any science, but this one's still just stock. Okay, let's slow down. Boy, it takes a long time to slow down. Reverse, reverse, reverse. Oh, wait. Is this it? Oh, I don't know if I can scan that. I think that's one of them there stones that you have to, right? I don't think I can scan this. Oh! Oh, whoa, I'm out of control. What'd you do? You hung yourself up on this rock, you big dope. Okay, stop it. Must be stationary to scan a feature. Yeah, I can't. Oh, scan green sandstone. Okay. Am I too close to it? Oh, there it is. It hit the object. It's aborting. So, okay. But it worked. Let's go a little forward. Try again. Oh, looks like it's doing it. This should be okay science here. We've got more instruments on it. It has a little laser tool than the old one had. I got no science. Scan the greenstone. Okay. That's because I had a Kerbal. Oh my god. Maybe that's the one I have Kerbal's grab. What are some of the other features on Minmus? I don't know my Minmus features. Okay, let's drive to this next one. What are the features you can scan? Gilgamoth? Oh, all right. Evening. I didn't notice you picking up, but glad you made it. Okay, so that was greenstone. It didn't like me scanning that. What other things do you got on Minmus? There's gotta be something I can scan. I didn't lug this whole scanner arm here for no reason. I will not abide that. Okay, let's get rid of the contract windows. It doesn't matter. Okay, that's more greenstone. We need something more interesting than greenstone. Oh, if I open up Alt F12 and look at the surface feature find, it tells you what they are. Oh shoot, I'm going for a rock. Don't hit the rock. Come on. No, no, no. Don't be bad. Okay. So according to this, we have greenstone, 45 features, an olive formation. So that's what I'm looking for. The Minmus. Oh, it's not an olive. It's olivine. Olivine? I don't know. An olivine formation. That's what we're looking for. So we're just going to keep kind of driving around until I find what the frick they're talking about. An olivine formation. Okay, I got something that looks a little different here. Driving in reverse is definitely much more effective than the brakes are. Of course, you can always do both. Yep, it's definitely pointing to that, and that most certainly looks different. It looks exactly the same as all these other rocks, except it's bigger, but it's got to be something because I got a surface feature finder pointing at it. Okay, beep, 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 beep. Not within range yet. Okay, a little further. Oh, this is still green sandstone. I think I'm too close now, aren't I? Yeah. Now I'm out of range. Wow. Oh, you think there's something in there that's hidden? Okay, you think this is a parallax. That makes sense. There's just something under that parallax stone. Okay, we're bolting out of here. It's just more greenstone. We need to find something that looks different. That's what we need to find. Something that's not the same as everything else. That's more... See that? That's, I bet you, what I'm looking for. Now, where is that relative to me? I need to just turn a little more this way. I saw it that way. I think I know where I'm going. Yeah, that one definitely looks different. I think you're right. There was just a green stone inside the parallax stone. That's why I was like going, it looks the same as all these other stones. I'm going there. That's where I'm going. Got all these for successfully doing the contract. Nice. So the other thing I noticed too is this thing is still just a probe, not a rover. Rename vessel. You are a rover. Accept. Okay. Pretty sure I'm going... Yeah, I see it. I see it. I see it. Yep. Yep, let's slow down. It's nice. It's big. It's green. It's an olivine thing. Brakes, 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 brakes. Okay. Well, this has got to be something. I just hope it's worth the while. Well, I got the contract done. I got to remember that. That's worthwhile. Am I probably too close? Let's see. Oh, yes, I am much too close. Let's just roll forward a little bit. Brakes on. I'm going to be happy now. Oh, yes, there we go. Do your scanning. Do your scanning, medium-sized rover arm. And that is 60 science. My, and again, that's with 30% of normal science. Wow. Okay, let's transmit that. Is it all going to transmit without an issue? Please, 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 don't run out of electricity. Come on, 80%. I think we're good. 90%. 100%. All right, and I think I might be in the shade a little bit. I don't think these guys are in the sun. Nope. So let's get out in the sun, and then we'll call it. Okay, that is... Just going to put this fella in the sun a bit. There, that should do it. There we go. We'll get a nice little charge. All right, and that leaves me with back home. I got 98.6 science back home. That's excellent. Okay, and I'm looking at the time of the stream, and I'm thinking this is probably going to be a good time to end it. What I'm looking for, at least for the beginning part of next week's stream, if this thing ever decides to stop for me, is fixing up those scanning satellites, the MapSat satellite that I know is in a funky orbit. I can show people it. Here's my debris. Ooh. It is right here. This guy. Its orbit is too elliptical. Got to bring down the apoapsis down to this, but that's going to require getting some Kerbals in there, figuring out some way to put some fuel into this thing. That's all going to have to be for next week. On Thursday, I will be streaming the altars once again, and on Friday, there will be another RP1 video. But in the meantime, thank you everybody in the chat. Thank you everybody who's watching this at a later date. Extra special thank you to my Patreon patrons and YouTube members. Have yourself a fantastic week, and we'll see you all next week. Bye.